Welcome back. I'm coming to you today from one of my favorite locations on this precious planet. And I decided to seize the day and go enjoy the warmth because as of tomorrow, it seems like the weather is transitioning into fall. And as much as I enjoy all of the seasons for their individual, unique beauty and vibe, um, this one is my personal favorite. So I'm just sitting in the sand here. It feels so comforting and warm. Oh, I'm not looking at the frame too much, so hopefully we've got a good shot. It should do. Okay. Well, make yourself comfortable. This is just going to be a very brief breathing exercise. I wouldn't even really call it an exercise. I would just call it more like conscious breathing, like we're going to do it on purpose. We're going to do it on purpose. So I've been teaching yoga for 11 years now, and change maybe, and I have been practicing for about 15. And probably the most profound benefit of yoga as a system, because the asanas, the postures, are just like one part of it, and the breath work is called pranayama, and that's another part of it. But the biggest benefit to me has been the pranayama, the breath work. Even though I don't practice very complex breath work, I tend to focus more on the practical, utilitarian, diaphragmatic breath, because I work with people, and I work with people largely one-on-one, at this time anyway. My most common observation is that people are not often, people are often not breathing as fully or as effectively as they are able. And this is for a lot of reasons, and perhaps I'll make a video on what those might be. But for today's session, today's moment with me, we're just going to focus on the basics, kind of returning to the basics. And before we get into it, be as comfortable as you're able, seated or lying down. And I do apologize if I make little mistakes and repeat myself and circle back. I wish to present myself as authentically as possible, because it's easier, it's more real, and personally, I'm more apt to connect with people who are authentic themselves. So all of the above, right? But for me, as I get comfortable with the camera and the mic and things, hello, hello. I just want the freedom to explore. So if I lose people out of boredom, I understand. If I lose people out of annoyance, I understand that too. I don't know if these gulls are gonna let me be. I'm not sure how much this mic can pick up either. All right, gulls and all, we're gonna try this breath work. So wherever you are, assuming you have two hands, we're gonna place one on lower belly, maybe below navel, and place the other one on the chest, kind of where the sternum is, that breastbone, where both sides of the chest meet in the middle. Okay. So just for a moment here, feel the weight of your hands. Feel the weight of your hands. Invite your hands to relax onto your belly and onto your chest. See if you can tune into the temperature of your hands, or perhaps the temperature of the air as it grazes the skin over the backs of the hands. Notice for a moment what is behind you, what is holding you up. If you're seated, noticing what is underneath the sitting bones, the back of the thighs. If the ground is available to you, can you place the feet on the ground and feel the feet meet the earth? Notice for a moment the mouth and jaw space. Invite the mouth and jaw space to relax by just parting the teeth. And if the tongue happens to be pressed against roof of mouth, can we relax? Tongue away from roof of mouth. Noticing breath here. Noticing how the chest and belly move as you breathe. Inhaling, can you feel belly or chest gently press into the hands? And as you exhale, can you allow the weight of those relaxed hands to drop down and drape down into the belly, and ribs, and chest? Breathing in, gently filling low belly, bottom hand, up into ribs, up into chest, top hand, exhaling from top hand all the way down the ribs, all the way out low belly where bottom hand is. With that next breath, breathing into low belly hand, drawing gently upward into chest, exhaling from chest, down ribs, out low belly. Just breathing here for a moment. It can be tricky if you're focused on learning this and it seems new to you. Understand that it might take a minute to get the hang of it without being too in your head. And sometimes if you're in your head, all you have to do is simplify it. So instead of worrying about breathing in all the way up from low belly to chest and out from chest to low belly, just simply focus on the sensation of breathing in, allowing abdomen and ribs and maybe chest to expand, and breathing out and allowing all of the same areas to soften. Sometimes we can even use words in our minds to help us maintain the focus, like I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. When we're breathing with our diaphragm in a way that is helpful to the nervous system, as we're inhaling, we should feel that little inflation. Perhaps the belly fills a little with air. Maybe you feel the ribs expand out to the sides or to the front and to the back. Maybe you only feel air up higher in the chest, maybe in the throat. But as you breathe in, when the diaphragm is engaged properly, you should feel an inflation, an expansion. Try in a few breaths here, this gentle inflation, this gentle expansion. Conversely, as you breathe out, feeling that belly button kind of drop down subtly in toward the spine. Yep, the shoulders might relax. Everything kind of moves inward. Breathing in, filling up. And breathing out, letting go. Inhaling, low belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling, chest, ribs, belly. Breathing in, belly, ribs, chest. And breathing out, chest, ribs, belly. And I'm hopeful that this little moment of on-purpose breathing has been helpful or useful to you. I invite you to drop a comment with any requests related to yoga and meditation that might be helpful. Thank you for being here with me.